Hey, I found another chase, and it's a pretty useless one, but I love it. Anyway, on to the video in question. You probably read the title. It is my top 10 figures of this year that are not Marvel Legends. These can range from anything from Transformers to Mezcos, to SH Arts, to other lines. So, some honorable mentions are some Transformers. I did not pick up every Transformer that I wished I could have. I wanted Soundwave, couldn't find him. Wanted Starscream, couldn't find him. Wanted those guys, couldn't find him. Now, please let me know if any of these guys are not from 2019. I believe they are, but if they aren't, tell me in the comments below. But anyway, I did buy them all in 2019, so I count them as 2019 figures. So, there are two Transformers I'm not putting on this list because I'm putting them on my best figures of the decade because they are so good. They would probably take up number 1 and 2, and I don't want to have too much overlapping from these lists. But again, you might see one of these figures on that list. That list is going to be hard to really whittle down to because I have 100-something figures in my collection, probably more like 1,000 by now. But anyway, let's start at number 10 with a figure who I sort of wanted to love. I wanted to love him, but now, as I stare at him and think about his awful, awful transformation, I don't know if I can put him on this list. He might be on the worst list. But he looks so good, you know what? I will keep him on this list. It is Siege Ultra Magnus. The one Transformer that I really want to give a review, but I might not because his transformation is terrible. It is awful. It is shit. It is the worst thing I've seen from a Transformer. Especially since Ultra Magnus has some of the floppiest transformations ever. If you take a look at the IDW one, that one is shit. But this one is worse. It is parts forming beyond belief. And also, I applaud them for trying to give us a G1 figure in terms of how he looks and also how you can remove all the pieces and make him in a white prime. It's just useless. Why did they need to do that? They really didn't. I think that'd be cooler on a fully G1 style and looking version. But this one is meant to look like it's from Cybertron. I don't really see why they had to do it this early. Maybe just to be like, hey, we're doing something different. Applaud us. I don't know. I do love him though, but I might put him on a worst list because he looks fantastic, but there's a lot of cons that outweigh his pros. But his pros are pretty strong and can hold themselves. But if you don't mind the transformation and some of the weird proportions, he's still a great figure that I think you'll enjoy picking up. So yeah, that was number 10, which I know that feels like, hey, this is not a good list then. No, he is a good figure. I just don't like some things about him. But I'll let my stubbornness get out of the way when I take a look at my sort of, I guess, calling to Siege. Optimus. This guy's fantastic. Looking not only pretty nice, but looking slick. Like, that's Optimus. Now, he does have an atrocious backpack, but at least he wasn't $400 for an even worse backpack. I almost bought that Masterpiece one, but then I saw the backpack, and I just thought, I cannot buy that. But I can buy this. It was really cheap, nice. I love him. He's sturdy. He feels like how a Transformer should feel. Very thick plastic. And he's great for stop motions. I love him. I am hurrying through these guys because I am probably going to review all of them. Maybe I might not review Ultra Magnus, but I probably will. Anyway, number 8. That was number 9. Number 8 is Mace Windu. From the prequels, this guy stepped it up with the face printing. Where the Lando Calrissian succeeded, this guy exceeds it. But also tones it down. He looks more real, where looks like a sort of, I guess, real version of him, like a Hot Toys one, where the Lando is perfect, but it does look a little toyish. And this guy is also awesome. But his lightsaber is a little weird. It kind of bent and packaged, but I don't blame him. What you gonna do, motherfucker? That was a Sam Jackson quote, not me. Anyway, let's move on to number 7, which is probably my favorite Transformer of the year. It is, well, of this year. It is Skytread. I found love where I didn't think I'd find love. I needed some more Decepticons for stop motion, and I went, hey, this guy is pretty new. I'll buy him. I did not know what I was getting in for. The probably thing that pushed me over the edge with this line is this guy. He made me want to buy everything from this line. Of course, I haven't yet. I probably will. My wallet will take a pounding. But this guy is fantastic. Number 1, I don't care about his character, but I love him. I sort of made his own character. He's sort of a Decepticon who, well, as you see, will become a very loyal Autobot and a great friend to Optimus, Ultra Magnus, and everyone else. In the upcoming series that I will be doing, I'm going to be doing some more Transformer stuff. Thought that was the end? No, it's the end of Season 2. Season 3 is going to be a diverging lines, and it will be sort of a back-to-basics thing. Megatron might not be the villain. I don't know who will. But this guy is still fantastic. He's awesome. I love him. And if you haven't seen the review on him, go check it out, because I explain more of my love for him. Ooh. Anyway, number 6 is the PS4 Spidey. Now, I did give all my comments and concerns in that video, and I feel that I would just be rehashing myself. But if you haven't seen that video, I'll just briefly summarize it. He looks fantastic. His look does hurt by some of the articulation. The suit doesn't look too natural, but I do still love it. It is fantastic. It is nice. It is beautiful. But there is some problems with it. I do love him, though. I will see him later tonight. Nobody is fantastic for stop motions and all my videos. He will be in the upcoming Spider-Verse stop motion, which I will just announce. Anyway, number 5 is another Star Wars figure. Okay, I knew I was going to love this show before the show even came out. Just from this image, this pose. Ugh, my God, it's so great. Now, yes, I did not know who Baby Yoda was until the first episode, but let's just talk about it, okay? This guy still looks amazing, even without my Baby Yoda. I love him so much, and he is great. He is my boy. He is my son. I am glad to say it. He is my favorite Star Wars figure of the year. I haven't bought many, but definitely out of the ones that I have bought, he is my favorite of this year. Anyway, let's move on to number 4. So we just entered the top 5. Leave me your top 5 figures of the decade that aren't Marvel Legends. If you don't have them, just say, I don't know, your top favorite Lego sets, your top favorite, I don't know, of this year. Something, anything. Top 5 TV shows, maybe. Anyway. This is the Mezco Daredevil. I love him. He comes with a lot of accessories and makes him look nice. He is from my favorite Marvel TV show that they've made. I can't wait for Winter Soldier and Falcon, though. I can't wait for that. But he does look fantastic. The really fake, I don't know if it's fake, but I think it is fake leather, really makes him look nice. And the suit does sort of give its own personality. I mean, I love it, though. Absolutely fantastic. And I don't really know if I have to talk any more about it. Anyway, let's get on to the number 3. This is the top 3. These are my top 3 favorite figures of this year. Does that mean that they're well, these are just like the obligatory kind of like best. But will these be in the top 10? Who knows? Well, definitely a couple of them will be. But this is Iron Man. This is the Iron Man upgraded suit. I don't know if this guy did come out in 2019. I think he did. I'm 99% sure. Anyway, I love him. He's got some great metallic finish to him. The gold is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And he looks great on my shelf next to all my other figures. I think he is definitely one of the best figures to own this year. because he is a very nice sculpt, and he is a fantastic Iron Man figure. I might be picking up the new Endgame one. I might. But again, I think we're going to get a bunch of new suits in Black Widow. We'll probably get 1 or 2 new Iron Man figures for that. Anyway, number 2. This is a figure who really, I don't know if I can consider him an action figure, because he is more just going to be my standing thing. But he is what I've wanted for a long time. Face printing that looks better than a Hot Toys face printing. It is a figure that you might not know I have. And a figure that I honestly wanted to buy since I saw his first image on Big Bad Toy Store. It is the Bruce Wayne Ben Affleck figure. Tell me that does not look like exactly like Ben Affleck. It is fantastic. I tried to record a quick review for him, and my camera thought that it was a person. Because whenever it does sort of like zoom in on face, if it's a person, it will like zoom in. Where usually most times with other figures, it just sort of doesn't zoom in. But I love this guy. He's fantastic. He is a mini version of Ben Affleck that I can put in my pocket. And that's all I've wanted this year. And he is pretty fantastic. Alright. This is number 1. This is my favorite figure of the year. And really, it's because it's one of my favorite suits of his. It's one of my favorite versions of him. It is so beautiful, and definitely makes sense why I bought this guy as my first Mezco. It is Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming. Oh, jeez, does this guy look awesome. Just, it's so nice. And I have him in that pose, and he's like standing up, and he's like right near my Deadpool. He is just fantastic. He is the reason why I started buying some Mezcos, and he's probably going to be the reason why I won't stop buying Mezcos. I have 2 planned to purchase soon. I do love him, though. He is fantastic. I don't think there's anything wrong with this guy. If you gotta find him, pick him up. I really do recommend that. So that was my list. That was for my 10 favorite figures of this year. Tell me what your favorite figures of this year that you got. Tell me, I don't know, your top 3 favorite, your top 5 favorite, your top 3 favorite.